Welcome to Yota's Kitchen. I'm Yota. This is the first time I'm actually filming from the beginning, where I have had no problems with the camera and the lighting. I know my overhead light casts a shadow, so I try not to use it as often as I would like. But again, today I'm going to be making Yota's cheesecake, and I'm going to go over the ingredients. The ingredients that I'm going to be using for Yota's cheesecake is 1 1/3 cups of sugar, 12 ounces of ricotta cheese, 12 ounces of cream cheese, 1 stick of butter, 5 eggs, 12 ounces of sour cream, the zest of 1 orange, and a half a cup of flour, as well as 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract. Now of the cheesecake, I'm going to be using 10 graham crackers. So this is 1 whole graham cracker, and then I'm going to be using about 5 to 6 ounces of butter for that to blend in very well. So I will be back when I'm ready for my next step. Thank you for watching Yota's Kitchen. Hello and welcome to Yota's Kitchen. So here is my graham cracker butter mix, and I'm just gonna put it in the pan. Now I put enough not only to coat the bottom, but I'm hoping to also coat the top. So just take your hands and just gently press. Okay, this is ready. So I am going to stick it in the oven for about 5-10 minutes, just for it to brown a little bit. I don't want it to brown too much because I don't want it to burn after I put the cheesecake mixture in there and then stick it in the oven. So I will be back in a few minutes when I'm ready for the next step. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to blend the ricotta cheese with the cream cheese. Now it doesn't have to be blended perfectly because I'm going to continue to blend it in a few minutes, but because the cream cheese is a little harder than the ricotta, I just want to make sure that it's well blended before I continue. So you can do this several different ways. You can use a blender, you can use what I'm doing right now, which is just a spoon. You can use a fork, whatever works for you. I just want to incorporate it a little bit so both of the cheeses are mixed well together. Then in this bowl, I am going to whisk in butter, which I'm just going to cut. Makes it easier when you're mixing. There, it's a rough cut, but it works. And then I'm going to add the sugar. I'm going to add the eggs 1 by 1. Using the spatula, I'm going to just make sure that I just push everything down. And as I do that, I'm just going to gather all my bowls. And then I am going to add the orange rind. And again, that was rind from 1 orange. And on low, you're going to start mixing. So I'm adding the sour cream. And again, I'm going to blend it in. my flour. And I'm just going to add a little bit at a time until it's all incorporated. Now that it's blended really well, I'm going to be adding my cheeses in there. So that's the ricotta cheese and the cream cheese. I'm going to just be adding a little bit at a time until all of it is in there. I'm going to just blend it until it's all blended in really nicely. Okay, so here is my filling, and all I'm going to do is just take my pan that's really warm still. See how it started to, I don't know if you can tell from there, the lighting in my kitchen is not great, but you see you see how it started to brown up? So it was good that I stopped and pulled it out. So here it is. This is what it looks like. Okay, so I put my foil in the pan, and then I'm gonna gently pick this up. Oh, maybe I can lift it. I can lift it, it's not that hot. And I'm gonna put, okay, so the foil around the pan does two things. Number one, if the cheesecake leaks, it will be in the pan, so, or in the foil. And then number two, I'm going to be adding water to this because you want like a steam bath in there. So when you have the cheesecake in there, it doesn't crack because, let's say, it becomes too dry. So we want a perfect cheesecake when I pull it out of the oven in 1 hour. I have the oven preheated to 350 degrees. I am going to cook it for 1 hour. Okay, so my cheesecake is ready to go in the oven. Hello and welcome to Yota's Kitchen. So here is my cheesecake. I still have water in the pan. It didn't it didn't evaporate in there. But the positive thing about all of this is my cake did not crack. So I'm gonna let it sit as it is for probably 10 minutes, and then I'm going to take it out and put it on a wire rack or something just to cool down, because I'm going to stick it in the refrigerator for overnight. And then in the morning it should have set a little more and it should be ready for me to cut. So here's my cheesecake. I had it in the refrigerator overnight. It's a lot firmer now than what it was when I put it in there. And I just released it. And there it is. So this is what it looks like. The cheesecake. This is what it looks like.